Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. It's a little bit different, guys. I want to do my take on Stu Gaming leaving Raid Shadow Legends. And this isn't one of those I'm leaving and it's bait and they're not leaving. I feel like Stu is done with Raid Shadow Legends. If you watch this video, I will link it down below if you want to see it. He basically talks through how he's pretty much burnt out with the game. And I think he has been for some time. Not finding the sort of general day-to-day stuff enjoyable anymore. You know what? He's played the game for a little bit longer than I have, probably 3.5 years. And I kind of can get where he's coming from. You know, eventually you get to the point where if you're just playing your main account, for me, it's the same. My main account doesn't really pose challenges anymore. That's actually why I really enjoy doing the free-to-play stuff, because it kind of brings challenges back to the game. But still, like, Stu has been around for a long time, and he's done a ton of content for this game. I've got to say, from a kind of person point of view, you know, if you're not having fun doing what you're doing anymore in his type of work, or in this type of work, then it will definitely kind of shine through in your content. So I think, you know, if he's got a new avenue that he wants to explore, and I think it looks like it's going to go hard into Diablo, then good luck to him, really. I've had some interesting, both positive and kind of unpositive interactions with him, but mainly me and Stu get on well. Mainly we get on well. Sometimes he goes a bit off the rails, and that doesn't always... Sometimes he throws people under the bus, which is not always great, honestly. But, you know, if I look at the way I feel about Stu, there's some different things which kind of come home to me. So Stu actually did a shout-out video for me right back in the day when I was a newbie. Let me show you this quick.
Draw attention to some lesser-known YouTubers and kind of look at all the YouTubers out there, just so you know who's there. There's different personalities. There are different perspectives on the game. In the depth of YouTube, it is hard to find YouTubers out there. So Hell Hades just started. I've been talking to him on Discord. If you didn't see my video, I did a video about Arena maybe like 5 days ago, where I had to change my whole Arena team because Hell Hades 274k real high resistance team was just, I couldn't land any debuffs on it.
And actually, you know, we spoke and we were, you know, online buddies, I think, for quite a while. We also did some fun stuff around challenges, you know, and this was a lot of fun, actually, guys. Like, this was like two creators that just wanted to play the game in a different style. You know, we did like a clan boss challenge where we were only allowed to use, what was it? Only epics, no counterattack. And we had 1 week to find the best team we could out of our rosters. It was a lot of fun. Dragon 20 speedruns just using rares. And then we had another one where kind of cold brew came in the mix as well. And it was doing Fire Night speedruns with just one epic, I think it was. And like, basically we set ourselves a challenge every week and we went for it. You should go and check out some of these videos, by the way, because they were really, really good fun. They were tons of fun to do. The other thing which kind of strikes me as amazing around what Stu has done is some of his content around Doom Tower has been as good as any I have seen. Like, when he was allowed the test server and he was properly going for it in Raid, he was a great player for the game. Came up with comps that were new, came up with teams which were interesting, you know, found ways of beating stuff with, you know, rares and epics rather than always throwing in legendary champions. So, you know, in terms of what he's done for content for the game, he's actually been amazing. When I was not a content creator yet, just coming in, he was kind of one of my go-to creators that I used to watch. And, you know, I really feel like he's done a great service for Raid Shadow Legends over the years, and obviously for himself as well, building up a solid channel. He was the first person to be shouted out in the game and have his own video kind of launched into Raid so that people could kind of get behind his channel. He's got 70-odd thousand subscribers. I genuinely wish him the best of luck going forward with a new game. If I look at this from a business point of view, I think it's extremely difficult to do what he's going to do, and I honestly hope that he succeeds. I know that there's a few creators. Darth is one. Darth, and I've spoken to Darth behind the scenes, by the way. There's no beef at all there. Darth has kind of gone into other games and struggled to get a foothold in terms of either cracking the game or in terms of whether there's actually a big enough player base to make it work as a kind of channel. and he's come back to Raid after some time. Stu might end up coming back to Raid, but with a fresh kind of feel for wanting to play the game again. And sometimes a break can be as good as as a rest, if you like. So we'll see where it goes. Diablo Immortal and games like that are extremely contested for creators. That's just where it's at. And I think it's going to be a challenge for him. But I do know that he will go hard at it, and he will play the game, as a kind of end game player, and I'm sure he'll do well. But yeah, look, my view is good luck to the dude. Eventually there will come a time where I'll do the same, I'm sure. And I think that's a scary time. That's a scary time to jump from one game to another. You have to have a really kind of loyal player base, and you need to make an impact in the new game that you're diving into as well. And the game has to be really successful, etc., etc. So I do wish him the best of luck. And yeah, I guess don't worry too much about Raid creators as people leave the game. Like Murder Inc. doing a lot less, Stu's moving game. A few others have already kind of moved on. Other creators are coming in. So I don't feel like there's any kind of worry around Raid Shadow Legends as a game. Not for me anyway. In fact, the website had its best ever month ever last month, which, in terms of the amount of people interacting with the site. And that's always a good gauge for me in terms of where we are as a game. But I do hope, though, that Raid start to listen to some of us creators, because, Arena, shit show right now. The Hydra needs tweaking soon, because, damn, they've released it and they've left it and it's not in a good shape for the kind of normal player. There's a few things I could call out. Clan v Clan is just a kind of like rinse and repeat. There's no actual clan v clan stuff going on. It's just, can you spend more resources than someone else? I could go on 3v3 arena. Like there's enough places in the game which, if they improve that content, then it almost breathes a fresh life into the game. And that's kind of where Raid need to focus their time right now. They implemented Doom Tower. I think Doom Tower has been a fantastic thing within Raid, and that. For me, that's probably one of the best releases they've done. Faction Wars actually in a good spot. The normal clan boss in a good spot. Normal dungeons in a good spot. The game has got tons of content, but they do need to kind of just make some tweaks so that we don't get more people going the way that Stu's gone here, where he's kind of just a bit tired of the game, really. Anyway, good luck, Stu, in the future. I'm sure we'll stay in touch. I will see you later.